realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw is Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Prescott on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Carry now for Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On the run, Dunbar. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They start the third quarter on the ground with Stewart. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 10. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that. Big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bryce Butler, 72 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now this is Bryant on the end around. Got some room at the 30. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Fresh set of downs here. A give to Elliott running left. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Second down, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Prescott, and he's going to go down again. Thomas Davis in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Panthers coming out now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to rifle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 43 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 18-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Six yards to go here on second down. They go to Elliott again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down, it's Newton. And this one's incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Newton gives off to Stewart. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Newton finding Funches for the Panther first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. Second and 13. They fake the give. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The busy night continuing for Stewart. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second down following the run. Back to throw, Newton. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. handoff comes to Stewart. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Stewart. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now a handoff, running left, it's Stewart. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Jonathan Stewart, his 20th carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gano's kick is right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. A first down carry by Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. On second down, Elliott. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And they will take a knee here.